Hello, my name's Nathan Hadaway, and this is my Physics 2212 um, public lectures assignment and reflection over. So, the public lecture that I looked at is this one right here, The Physics of Genes and the Promise of Personalized Medicine. Honestly, most of it was about the physics of genes. That was about the first 40 minutes of the video, and then there was an extra about 15 minutes talking about personalizing medicine, which seemed a lot less concrete and less related to physics. But I thought that the physics of genes was very interesting. Um, Specifically, I didn't realize just how compact the data was in genes. I mean, you know, I've heard some crazy facts about genes, like if you took out all the genes in your body, then it would wrap around the world a couple times or something. But the fact they're thin enough that it's it's like four atoms tells you an entirely different like piece of the binary code is just mind-boggling to me that somehow our body has that dense of information. He also went into how negatively charged DNA helixes can contract together, cannot repel. Excuse me, I just had some dinner. How like charged DNA doesn't repel from each other and create this massive spaghettification, but it actually compacts into so that it can fit inside of a single cell or even a single neutron, not neutron. Um, the brain of the cell. I can't remember the word for some reason. Using different liquids, right? So he explained how um if you think about two different things that are negative have a charge of -1, then obviously they'll repel. But then if you add it in a solution of +2 charged ions, then the +2 charged ion will kind of um, will be attracted to both of the negative charges, and so then these two negative charges can track together in a solution of positive ions, of specifically large positive ions. And I thought that was really cool. Um, and also it later got into nanotechnology with DNA and trying to create different shapes using DNA and its complexities and its nuances. Specifically, there was kind of a robot that I thought that was pretty cool. There's this miniature robot made of DNA that someone created some solution to create it. I would definitely recommend watching this video. I thought it was very interesting. Let's see what the rest of the questions are. So yeah, the main idea was on the differences in DNA and sequencing and reading DNA in different people and how that has changed and gotten, a factor of a million times cheaper since the beginning of Project Gene, the Gene Project, something like that. Um, and then also how medicine can be personalized for each person. Um, so yes, the presenter did summarize the main points of the lecture and state why this talk was interesting to him. Yeah, so he had this whole origin story. He didn't start out as a biophysicist. Um, he started out just learning about physics, and then eventually got into the biology aspect of it. Um, so the presenter didn't really follow up after the public speaker. It ended pretty shortly after the public speaker finished. Apparently, at the end they said they were having some technical difficulties, so it just kind of they went through a couple questions and it ended pretty abruptly. Um, I did really like the presentation in the video. It had a lot of like GIFs and short videos to explain how DNA works and to show, especially there's a lot of like showing the scale of DNA because throughout the entire lecture the speaker was really focusing in on how why this was so difficult was because all of the stuff uh, was very small. DNA is very small, and so it's very difficult to measure and use. Um, this video was created by me. My name's Nathan Hadaway. There will not be any Rickroll in here, although that would be kind of funny. So yeah, it's April 26th, 2026. Um, I think that's about the best way to make sure that no one can copy my video. Thank you.